Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Moto Z to play with me, and in this video we'll be doing the unboxing and have a first look, and I'll also share a lot of camera samples that I've shot with this Moto Z to play. And this is compatible with Moto Mods. Even the last year mods work with this one. And regarding the pricing, this is sort of a premium mid-range Android phone by Motorola. And the pricing is 28,000. It's sold in India via Flipkart and even in offline stores. So this is the handset that we get, and the thing to note is that the version that we are getting in India is the 64 GB internal storage that comes with 4 GB of RAM. Only one variant is being sold in India. We'll come back to the handset a bit later. As you notice, the first thing that when you open and hold this phone is how sleek this handset is. The Moto Z Play that came last year had a bit of a chunk, but this is actually pretty slim, and that's the thing that you notice. So let's see what else do we get in the box. Some paperwork, a SIM ejector tool, and some manuals, readme and stuff. We also get the SAR values. For head it is 1.4 and for body it is 1.24. So and limited warranty and stuff. So let me keep these things to the side. Motorola was telling that we get a fast charger, but that is a turbo fast charger, and this is a 15-watt charger that we get. And this is again using the USB Type-C. So the USB Type-C cable that we are getting in the box, and this I didn't expect. We are getting a headset also. Let's open this up and let me show you the same now. So as you can see, we are getting in-ear headset, and we also get some extra ear tips, and it is Motorola branded, and it has a slight angle if you notice. So definitely I'll test out this one, and it's having that flat cable design, and so that's what it is. And we also have a microphone here and a button to take or end call. So that's nice that we're getting a bundle headset. So let me keep these things to the side and let's look at the handset itself. So here is the handset itself, and it sports a 5.5-inch screen. Let me give you a physical overview first. On the top, this is the SIM slot, and this is a dual SIM device, but you can also add a micro SD card to the same. So it's not a hybrid solution. Proper 2 nano SIMs you can add, and a micro SD card, and we also have a secondary noise cancellation mic, and this is made up of metal, not plastic, and these are the volume rockers up and down, and this is the power on off button. Gives a good tactile. And on the bottom we have the 3.5mm headphone jack, USB Type-C port. The main microphone is over here, and on this end we have nothing. Moving towards the back, you'll immediately notice that now this is metallic. The earlier version of the Moto Z Play, the back was glass, but now this is metallic, and it actually gives a good feel. And this bottom is for the Moto Mods. The camera is a 12 megapixel shooter. Again, I'll show you a lot more samples, and it has that dual tone flash, and it is having dual pixels as well as laser autofocusing system. And the front facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter, and this one is also having a dual tone flash, which is a first that I've seen for a front facing camera. And we have the fingerprint scanner, which is over here. So let me just power this on, and and so many of you actually asked me for the boot up animation, so I'm not going to skip this. So this is the boot up animation that we get. By default it is very bright, as you can see, and it just gives some, and this is how it goes. So this is the boot up animation that we get with this device. And again, it has the Lenovo branding, because now Moto is owned by Lenovo, as it says Motorola, a Lenovo company. And let me give you a specs overview. This Moto Z2 Play is powered by the Snapdragon 626 chipset, which is octa-core, and the GPU is the Adreno 506. It has a 5.5-inch 1080p Super AMOLED screen. It comes with 4 GB of RAM, 64 GB of internal storage. Moving to the camera, it has a 12 megapixel rear-facing camera with f1.7 lens, a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. It has NFC and a fingerprint scanner. It's also splash resistant because it has nano coating, and it comes with a 3000 mAh battery. So I've set up this device. So, and if you notice, if you just swipe your hand over it, it has this display. It gives you the notification. And let me just unlock it using the fingerprint scanner. And as you can see, I've set it up and I've installed a few apps, not a lot. So, and the screen quality is actually very good. It's a Super AMOLED screen that you get. And in terms of build quality, also the build quality is really good. It feels like a premium handset. And under the hood, it's running on the Android Nougat, but let me show you. These are the quick toggles. And if you go to the settings, if you go over here, as you can see, it's running on the Android version 7.1.1. So you are getting the latest version of Android with this. And by default, you'll notice that we have this virtual buttons here, but you can disable them if you want. Just like the Moto G5 Plus had that option, this one also has that options in the settings. And regarding the storage, out of that 64 gigabytes, I've set up my Google account, so that is taking up a little bit of space. But out of that 64 gigabytes, you get about 50 gigabytes of internal storage that is left to you. And you can also add a micro SD card. So regarding storage, you should not have an issue with this device. Let's see regarding the memory. And let me just clear up all the apps that are running in the background. And let's check the memory. How much do we have out of that 4 gigabytes? I've used it for about 2 days now. And regarding memory, I didn't have an issue, but this is what it is. Out of that 2 gigabytes, you roughly get about 2.2 GB of RAM that is free. So it's almost stock Android experience that you can see, and it has that new Pixel launcher. You just swipe like this to get to the apps, and it also supports this that we saw in Pixel. Mostly Google Apps works. For example, if you click on it, you get extra options like this. Does not work for every app. For example, WhatsApp is a third-party app and they didn't implement, so nothing happens if you do that. But some apps do. For example, Twitter has an option, as you can see. So this functionality is there, and if you swipe to the left, you get the Google Now, and the Google Assistant is also there on this device. Apart from that, again, it's a Motorola device, so it has some Moto specific functionality like the Moto Voice. You can customize that if you want, and even the Moto Actions it has. For example, chop to get the light, and the Moto Display, as I was talking earlier regarding notification, will be shown via the Moto Display. So you have to customize for the Moto Voice and the Moto Actions. So you have to give permissions and you can enable that. For example, you have this classic chop to get to the flashlight. If you just chop, it goes by. And camera, opening the camera is also very easy. You just twist, and as you can see, you get to the camera. You can add your locations and stuff to the camera. That's the quick capture option, and it works with QR codes also. So we look at the camera later on. I've taken a lot of snaps, and by default, if you do that, just the rear facing camera comes. But again, if you do when the camera is open, as you can see, the front facing camera comes. Again, you can do that. Go back to the so Moto Gestures, Moto Voice, those options are there on this one. And again, as you can see, not a lot of junkware that is installed. That's a nice thing. We do get the file manager, and as I've mentioned, that Motorola specific app. But apart from that, not a lot of junkware. I've installed this Uber and stuff. As I've told you, I was using it for the past 2 odd days. And the screen quality is actually really good. It has all the sensors that you would expect. Again, they didn't skimp on a lot of sensors on this one. And let's have a quick look at the camera, because Motorola has said that they have improved the camera performance a lot, and by default you get this interface. This is very familiar if you've used any other Motorola device, but if you click over here, you have some more options, and you also have the Pro mode. If you just click here, you get to this Pro mode, professional mode that they call, and here you can adjust other settings. Again, to be fair, I took a lot of sample shots with this one. Let me just get out of this Pro mode first. Let's just go back to the default auto mode. But I took all the pictures in the auto mode, and I just used tap to focus at times when required. And one thing you'll notice is that when you click on it and you click the shutter, it's not instantaneous. That is one thing that I've noticed. It's not a huge delay, but Just notice this, it takes a split second to capture the picture. But again, as I was in Goa, I took a lot of pictures and videos with this Moto Z2 Play, and here are the samples. And as you can see, the camera performance is actually very good, and I was surprised with the camera performance. As it has that f1.7 lens, you get a decent amount of depth of field, and most of the pictures that I took with this one came out to be actually really good, as you can see with the samples. Also, in terms of detail, the pictures had actually very good detail even when you zoom them up. So in terms of camera performance, the camera performance was actually very good. I also shot some videos, and here are the samples of the videos that I shot with this Moto Z2 Play. Recording this quick sample clip with the front facing camera of the Moto Z Play, and the audio is also being recorded via its internal microphone. As you can see, I'm in Goa. So this should give you an idea about the video recording with the front facing camera of this Moto Z Play. Recording this video with the Moto Z2 Play is a rear facing camera, and I'm recording this handheld, and the audio is also being recorded via its internal microphone. Let's do the walk test. It has electronic image stabilization, so this should give you an idea how is the video recording. And let's look at the focusing. This is the nearby object. Let's just move far and it's able to focus. Let's do it again. It's able to focus. For example, it's able to focus on this, and when I pull back, you are getting that focusing. So the autofocusing in the video looks to be actually really good on this Moto Z2 Play. And this is Samir, and this is a wild cat, and he's having fun with it. Looks like it's a Goa cat, so she's also least bothered. And so a very quick sample video recording with the Moto Z2 Play in 4K. Another quick sample shot handheld at 1080p with the Moto Z2 Play. Apart from that, the other functionality of this Moto Z2 Play is that it does support Moto Mods, so you can attach various mods. For example, when I was in Goa when it was launched, they displayed us a lot of mods that were available. For example, you have that camera mod, that Hasselblad camera mod, and if you put in that, you can actually optical zoom from 1x to 10x, and also we had the projector mod and other mods like the speaker mods and the battery mods. So you can extend the functionality using the Moto Mods, but many of the Moto Mods are not that cheap. For example, the JBL speaker ones were costing anywhere around 5,000, and the camera module is about 20,000, and the projector module is also that. If you do purchase some of those mods while you're purchasing the device, you get a certain discount. But again, apart from the Moto Mods, also if you don't use it, this is a very sleek device, and the in-hand feel, it gives a very premium feeling. Again, I'll be posting my full in-depth review for this device in the next couple of weeks. So if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. So guys, that's it for now for this quick unboxing and first look at this Moto Z2 Play. And if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.